Hello and welcome to another week 1 Playins Div B match in GMan. This one we've got Amazons versus High Elves with the Testudines played by Mr. Leibniz. They're facing up against... Oh, I have to watch this. Right, okay. Robin F with his High Elf team. So, the Testudines, they induced Zara and they've got a wizard. And that's because this High Elf team is something like 1700 TV. They've done very well to get that high TV in their first season. And obviously, Amazon's a very TV efficient team, so they're not too bloaty. And yeah. So, I believe it's... Yep, High Elves won the toss and decided to receive. They have got a couple of tackle players, but no mighty blow. So they'll be good at knocking down the Amazons, but maybe not so good at removing them. Roxana, maybe a bit of a threat, but with a tackle, she might get knocked down too. High Elf player has got 2 throwers, which I think is very strange and probably a bit, well, quite a bit bloaty. The only reason I can think of getting the second thrower is if you want one of them to be like a leader, a blodge leader player or something like that. That saves you a little bit of team value, and you get pass and safe throw in case something goes wrong. But at the moment, it's very much a player who is just adding team value to the team for no particular reason. Oh, throw a rock straight away. Is that a catcher? Yes. The blodge sure feet catcher gets hit by a rock, and he's out. Let's get the skills back on. There we go. Tackle coming in useful to start off with, but not too much happening on the line. Decides not to take a hit with the guard. There. Could have had another opportunity of getting a power. Decides not to take it. That blitz does nothing. But he's got sidestep on there, so no chance of being surfed there. If it wasn't sidestep, there was a chance of blitzing from this square, pushing him to there, and then surfing with the dirty player. But he's got sidestep, so he'll be safe. And there's some casual SPSP farming going on in the backfield. Loading up this thrower. Don't know what he'll get there, because this is basically the... this thrower is essentially the super passing thrower that you want. Apart from having a plus agility, that's the only way that he can improve, essentially. Because if he does get plus agility, then he 2 pluses all passes, whereas I think it's a 3 plus for long bombs, with just accurate and strong arm. But essentially he's got all the passing skills you could ever really need, apart from potentially Nerves of Steel, but that's a very not great skill for a thrower. You probably want to get Blodge and do extra levels, and then that takes you to what? 76. So then you've got your legend skill as hopefully plus agility, and if not, maybe something like kick off return. Blitz comes in, might blow tackle on the AV7, and he gets removal. So that's one catcher down. Another one stunned, and the last one in the backfield. So, where are they blitzing? Oh, he's focusing on the dirty player. Gets them down. No luck on the armor breaks though. And with that, he's decided to do a bit of extra basing as well, which is a bit odd. I don't think that basing with that player particularly gained anything. I can understand this one, because it means that you're not getting an important player blitzed with the mighty blow tackle. But then he could just put someone here and then block with this guard one, and then still gets it blocked. Yeah. Another pass. Still farming up this thrower. Though they do have 3 rerolls, so I'm not sure if leader's going to be that great. Oh. GFI to do a foul on the dirty player. That is not a particularly good trade. Dirty player linewoman is only 70k, I believe. And that was 90k of team value that just got sent off. He's obviously a bit worried about his players dying, seeing as he's focusing quite a lot on getting rid of that dirty player. But the Amazons still have a couple of reserves, so there could be more fouling, even though there's no dirty player going on. Amazon's continuing to put a bit of pressure on, facing up this one, trying to stop the SPP farming going on in with this thrower. Yeah, as Robert Pac-Man points out, they also had to use the reroll, so they used a reroll and lost a dodge lineman, essentially just to get a KO, which is probably going to come back at some point in the game. So not doing too great. He does what I thought he might do, blocks him off to get a blitz with the tackle mighty blow. There's guard for this catcher, so I'm assuming the tackle mighty blow is going to hit this catcher. It's AV7, so it's a good target to hit. Doesn't get the knockdown. Had 3 rerolls, he might consider greed rerolling it at that point, but I think it's one of these situations where you're in a very commanding position where you've kind of got everyone locked up with guard that you don't really need to. Does get the power on that blitzer. No armor break though, so nothing going on there. I imagine he's going to pass up to this catcher now and try and score. Yep, there we go. Catcher's got it. Oh! Where's this guard guy going? Oh, he's going in to take another block here. Before trying to score, I imagine. Oh, and he gets punished for it. Double sculling. And that is very bad for the High Elves. They're probably going to get 1, maybe 2 players surfed here, including the catcher. They might even be able to do more than that. No, I don't think so. I think it's just going to be 2 potentially. Though he uses the blitz there, which means they're probably not going to be able to get the second surf. Oh, hang on, was that the catcher or the lineman that got injured? No, the lineman got injured. Catcher just got pushed out. But they've got plenty of room to... oh, yeah. Yeah, because that's a blitz. That does mean there's only one of them getting surfed. If they'd saved the blitz, there was a potential for getting both of them surfed, but it would have needed quite a few players to fill in the gaps. And it might not have been that easy to do, especially with this guy taking up the room. Oh, another armor break from the plus strength blitzer. And just some basing up. Roxana's going to go and protect the ball. And the High Elves are looking very sad here. They've had quite a few, like they've had several, like they've had 4 of their players have moved already. They've lost the ball in their drive. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to have much chance of getting it back anytime soon. And barring some really good dice from the High Elves, I don't see them having much way of coming back into this game. Because it doesn't look like they're going to need, like the Amazons are going to need the wizard for this half, which means their score in the second half is probably going to be very secure, seeing as they've got the wizard to help secure it. Oh, both down means he doesn't get another. Well, he gets another block because of the assist. Tackle typically rolls a POW. Always when you get you know, a guy with tackle hitting a dodger, then they roll the POW. No one else does. Oh. No, not in that case. Oh, and another armor break. There's a lot of armor breaks coming in here for the Amazons. And with that tackle being down, that means they're much safer to move the ball up as well. Interestingly, Roxana choosing to mark the other side of the cage there. I think that was maybe a bit of a mistake because, well, unless you're just protecting Roxana from being blitzed. Because realistically, if you put the cage corner over on this side, the high elves aren't really going to be able to get round to the back to that corner. So, apart from sort of making sure that Roxana doesn't get blitzed, I don't think that really did very much. But maybe the point was just trying to avoid Roxana getting blitzed. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Leibniz will comment after after seeing this video. So the high elves are just limited to essentially trying to take some attrition blocks, remove some blitzers, and stop them having quite such a guard advantage. However, he has now exposed his catcher now. So I imagine Amazons are probably just going to march up the field a little bit with these players and then blitz this catcher with the tackle mighty blow. Oh, that basing there with the guard there makes me think maybe they're not going to do that. No, they're not. Deciding instead to try and go for the guard player. Would have been a push anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if they'd just gone for the catcher either. And there we go. That's very much locked down the tackle player. And most of the other high elf players too. Oh, he's going for a pass as well. Ooh. That inaccurate could have been very bad. He has got his super thrower over here. If the inaccurate had gone the other way and over here, then the super thrower could have come in and nabbed it, chucked it back to the catcher. So that could have gone horribly wrong. Luckily for Mr. Leibniz, scatter goes the other way. Doesn't go off the pitch either. That was another potential problem there. But he's okay. Just needs to pick it up. GFR failure there. Saving the reroll. I mean, it wasn't that important to over there. But that does mean another player removed for the high elves. They're very quickly running out of players now. So, well, we see, yeah, blitz on the thrower probably. And then I imagine he's going to try and do this pass again with the line woman to level her up. But just gets a stun. Might also consider fouling here. But if he does foul, it has to be with probably the minus movement line woman, if that pickup had worked. But it doesn't. Slightly worrying for the Amazons here, in that if they fail to pick up again, could end up with the high elves scoring. Though the high elves have now left no one in scoring range. Unless that blitz is going to be in scoring range. No, he's not. So that at least gives the Amazons some security. They know for sure they can't get scored on, so they can spend all their time just hitting some players and then trying to get the pass again, I would imagine. Though maybe at this point you don't try the pass, seeing as you've only got 2 turns. It's going to be more important to make sure that you actually get the scoring. Opened up Roxana to the blitz there. It's a bit interesting. Against that tackle, he's going to be completely defenseless. So I would imagine that the high elves are just going to blitz that. Oh, no, what's going on here? No, oh, he's chain pushing the catcher forwards. Or backwards, in this case, actually. So that the catcher can mark the blitzer. That is, however, basically only just hoping that the Amazons roll a 1 in 12.96, basically. Though I guess a 1 in 81 also is okay, because then there's a 1 in 9 chance that he fails the dodge. But I think probably I would have focused on trying to kill Roxana myself. Another armor break for the Amazons. Nothing new there, though. And the blitz goes fine. Leaving them to go 1-0 up on the high elf half. With Wizard still in hand. And still, I think, 12 players. That's a lot of high elves running back, so I'm assuming that most of their KOs came back. But we'll see. So they've got one cast and one sent off. Oh, actually no. Only one KO came back. Catcher did come back though, so he's probably one of the more important ones. Though I believe a tackle blitzer was also KO'd, wasn't he? So yeah, probably would have been better for the tackle blitzer to come back, if anything. Ooh, the high elves are setting up quite deep back here. Unless that's just... They're planning to stay there? Yeah, I guess the plan here is to avoid being blitzed by a tackle, mighty blow. Knowing... I think that's relatively reasonable, knowing that you're 1-0 down, he's got the wizard. Meaning you're probably not going to be able to do a huge amount, especially as you've only got, what's this, 8 players versus 11. I think you do have to be, you probably have to try and be a bit more optimistic and set up in case there is a blitz. Because if you set up this far back and there is a blitz kickoff, then you are feeling very sad. Because you basically can't do anything with it when you're set up this far back. But let's see. Just nice weather. I imagine the Amazons are going to continue to try and level up that 5 SPP line woman. Actually, the thrower also needs to level up. So, probably prioritising passing on them because they get the reroll. Mighty blow. Doesn't do anything there. They would have been stunned anyway. But yeah. Oh, if this was pushes, I think they set up in that way so that if they just get pushes, they could surf this thrower. Because Roxana then pushes them to there, then that blitzer goes there, and they can blitz them off. So yeah, nice setup there. Just plan on the pushes. And potentially get a removal even if they just did get pushes. And with that, I think, because the blitz needs GFIs, I think they're deciding not to blitz. Oh, pickup fails, but then caught by the other person who needs to do a pass. So I don't think they can complain too much about that. Oh, and first action of the half is a 1. And the High Elves sensibly decide that's not worth re-rolling. Couldn't have done a huge amount of it with the rest of the turn anyway. So they leave it there. So will the Amazons... let's go for the pass first. Oh! Fails again. And it's off. So, now the High Elves wish they were much further forward, so they could recover that, but they're not. Thrower could still try and dodge out and get this. It's only, what, a 3+2+ and a GFI to get to the ball. and a pick up, and you can probably chuck it back to a catcher. So I imagine that's what they're going to go for. Because they're building this cage up, which probably means that they're going to try and nick this ball. Oh, they get everything apart from the pickup. That's definitely worth a reroll. And they get it. So, pass with a reroll. It works. And there we have it. But, instant fireball. Ooh. That fireball not working maybe as well as they'd hoped. Only one catcher down, but it does give them a shot on the ball still. Though, they probably would have preferred to blitz with this wrestle player. But the problem is they can't get the assist without a dodge. So they're probably, I would imagine what's going to happen is they're going to assist with this wrestle player and then try and blitz with the plus strength. Yeah, so fishing for the pow, can they get it? No, not in this case. Doesn't decide to reroll because they're not in a huge amount of danger of the Hale scoring here. Move in the extra guard. So they basically have no blocks on this plus strength which blitzer. So otherwise they might have been able to surf. Yeah. Isles are pretty locked down now. Getting tackle on the ball as well. It looks like they're just going to try and run away. Oh, one on the dodge and tackle. Forces the reroll. It's a 3+ dodge. They make it. They should be able to get away now. Yep. But this tackle blitzer is in range. Oh, and that's a failure on the handoff as well. So yeah, they probably had to hand off because otherwise this tackle blitzer just hits the catcher and it goes down most likely. But even then, now the ball is in the end zone. And it could be very simple for the Amazons just to score with Roxana or someone if they wanted to. They probably won't because they probably want to get some SVP on someone else. Might be a Roxana blitz to surf this this guard guy though. We shall see. That was a nice chain push of this guard forward as well. So a couple of GFIs would have been enough to, if that had been a POW, to assist here for the surf. Wasn't a POW though. That doesn't mean they get another shot on the catcher anyway. Maximising the 3 dice. Oh, and he just does go in with the agility 5. Easy pickup with agility 5. Just a 2+ dodge and a 2+ pickup. And that's 2-0 for the Amazons. So, I was going to get one of their carries back. Again, that's the tackle blitzer who's staying out. So they've only got one tackle blitzer. The other one, Simonian, deciding he'd rather sleep through this match than go up against these Amazons. So, Hiles probably want to just try and do a quick score here. Because they're still down players, they're not going to have a huge amount of like a huge chance at stalling out, and even then, they'll still be losing. Whereas if they score and then maybe get a blitz, then they've got a chance of getting for the draw. Not quite sure where the blitz is coming. Maybe they'll use the guard to blitz through here. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They have decided to stay the other side away from the tackle mighty blow. But that does mean they have to face up against this plus strength person. And also Roxana. Oh, and that's a failed GFI pretty early on. Ooh, rerolled it. Get safe, but that means that blitzer could be surfed by Roxana. Pass is made. And the catcher is going to run away with it. But Can they get safe from Roxana? I'm not sure if they can. No, they're not safe there. Where'd the catch going in there? Okay, now that is forcing Roxana to only do a 1 dice, but they still can get surfed there. I perhaps would have moved this around a bit so that the side stepper was the person with the ball, and then the sure feet guys here. That means you're not going to be able to get surfed on this blitz by Roxana. That's a fairly easy leap in to surf. It might not be what the Amazons go for. I mean, it is a little bit risky, and they are 2-0 up, so they might decide, okay, I'm fine with them scoring here, lets me go for another score, and I don't risk my players. I can just do an attrition blitz. Though if they were deciding to do that, they probably would have blitzed with the tackle mighty blow. So they clear lock Roxana, so it does look like from this that they are going for Roxana blitz. Making sure that they cover all the other players as quickly as possible. Going for the dodge there because you got the reroll, so as Roxana's a loner, it's going to be safer than leaping. And she gets through. She does have Juggernaut as well, so that does make the 1 dice split slightly safer and more likely to surf. Ooh, that's a very deep throw back in, and perfectly in range for this movement 5 linewoman to go back and grab it. Picks it up, and with tackle being way out of range, that's probably it for the High Elves. Oh, yeah. I hadn't realised they'd run out of rerolls as well. Yep, completely out of rerolls. And first action 1 means they are not going to be able to do much against this. This lineman can probably just walk into the corner, and then as long as this thrower gets knocked down, then he'll be out of range of this thrower as well. And so be completely safe from scoring. May also see some catches getting surfed here. Or other players getting surfed. Alright. Plus strength coming over as backup. Also might be wanting to score on them. If they could get a pass and a score on this blitzer, then they would level up. Oh, that's another injury. He's fine though, just badly hurt. The High Elves do still have their upper though as well, so they can protect anyone. Interesting choice of square there to allow the thrower to blitz them. If they'd been 1 square further over, then this thrower could not blitz them. They'd still be blitzable by this thrower. Actually no, because they're out of range now. Oh, and Roxana injures herself on the double skull. That would have been a surf as well if the Roxana had managed to do it. Catch goes in there and then gets put off the pitch. High Elves decide, I don't care about the ball. I'm just going to go for the blitz. And also to try and save these players from getting surfed. Oh, he will mark up the ball though. So they're making the Amazons do a little bit of rolling in order to get their 3rd touchdown. Again, with all these players out, no rerolls left. First one of the drive of the turn ends it pretty quickly. So I imagine we see the blitz coming in from the plus strength blitzer to clear off this person. Or maybe not. This basing up makes me think maybe they're not, but then they have got enough guard to lock these people up. And yeah, they're not going to do that. They're just going to blitz here. Oh, another KO. Not that these players over here matter much getting KO'd, and a stun at this point is basically the same thing as a KO. And yeah, I assume Blitz is going to GFI here, and the line woman will block. Just a push, but they're probably not too worried about that. If the thrower does somehow manage to miraculously dodge out and power this player, they're not going to be able to recover that. And it doesn't matter anyway because they're 2-0 up, and there's no ways that the High Elves are going to be able to draw the game now. So for the High Elves, it's basically about player protection, and then they can try and do this to deny the 3-0, but it doesn't work. So barring a quad skulls from the Amazons or a misclick or something like that, that's going to be 3-0. And then the High Elves have a chance to maybe try and do a one turn. They have got the sidestep, and sure feet players actually. No, the sidestep catches out. So probably the sure feet catcher that tries to make it. I'm not sure if they've got enough players to do all the chain pushes that are necessary. He's doing a lot of basing here. Does that mean he's going to try and give it... Maybe he's going to hand off to this line woman to try and level up that line woman instead of the minus movement block person. Which is fair enough. You haven't got much to lose at this point, other than a little bit of SPP on this block one. And yep, we're going to see a level up for Lepidoculus, Lepidochellis, I don't know, something like that. And no KO is coming back from the High Elves, so I think that means, yeah, the one turn is pretty much impossible. Unless they get a quick snap, then maybe it's possible. Or obviously a riot could allow them to two-turn, but again, they're down so many players that they probably won't be able to two-turn because they'll just get blitzed by a tackle. Yeah, I think so. This catcher would need to move 3 squares forward. So a quick snap could, in theory, do it. Quick snap gets them 1 square, then also lets them put a player like there so they can block into there and get the first push straight away, and then do a blitz to or something to get the second one. So quick snap could, in theory, get them a 1 turn, but at this point, maybe it's not going to help that much. So yeah, they do get the quick snap, and it looks like they're going for the 1 turn. Blitzing here. Gets them that first square. They need to dodge out and fill that square though, which they manage. So now, oh, they just get both downs, meaning they cannot get the 1 turn. So that's all there's left to do is try a pass and do a couple of last blocks. So 3-0 to the Testudines. Amazons continuing their dominance. They did well in Division 5G, I believe it was. I was recapping. And continuing their performance into the first match. Taking down some much higher T value High Elves. 3-0. MVP goes to Testudines and McCordy, the Blitzer. He levels up. And also to the Catcher, who doesn't level up. They'd already leveled up. So let's have a quick look at the teams after that game. So the High Elves, they didn't take any permanent damage, and they do get their Mighty Blow. So this, I believe they had been missed next game, the game before, or they were maybe they were minus movement since the game before. I'm not sure how long the minus movement has been around. They have got their Mighty Blow back, which is good for them. They've got 110k in the bank, but they've already got 13 players, so there's not really much they want to spend it on probably. Probably just going to save it up. This catch is getting quite close to leveling, and obviously the Mighty Blow catcher wants to level. Everyone else is relatively far away. And then the Amazons. So, Testudines and McCordy got Mighty Blow, so that's the second Mighty Blow on the team, which is very nice. Probably a pretty standard choice. There's not a huge amount else that you'd want to take. Like with the blitzes, maybe you'd want to get a second tackle, but probably Mighty Blow first, just so that they can level up more quickly, and you get a bit more attrition going in there. And then also, I believe one of the lineman women leveled up. I think it was this one here, so they got block as well. And I think I'm not sure if they fired it before the game or they fired it now, but they did have another minus movement line woman without any level ups before, which is now gone. They got 110k in the bank, so they could buy a capture or a line woman or whatever they want, really. So yeah, that team's also looking pretty good. And that's about it. That's about it for this game. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.